Well, 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 well.
Well, welcome back.
To the A-List.
Are we going to say it?
Welcome back to the A-List podcast with Allison and Alex. Did you say with Allison? I think you did.
I think I did.
One more time. Welcome back to the A-List podcast with Allison and Alex.
I want to put your name first for some reason.
Well, that would change all the marketing.
True. But in my mind, I don't know.
What did you think of last week's theme song?
I actually have it as a note here. Grunge pop actually kind of slapped.
It's funny because like the air. Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm shutting off the air. I guess we can still talk. But did you notice how it like fudged some of the lyrics? Like it couldn't say my name.
Yeah.
Which was so funny. I was like, whatever.
I need to listen to it again. But like I was like, this kind of actually slaps. So
I like the girl's voice.
Yeah.
The AI girl's voice. Ramiro texted me and he was like, what's the theme song genre of today? I was like, well, why don't you give me one?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think he gave me?
Ramiro. I think it's like something slutty. Like
the genre he gave me was Latin infused.
I should have said, but I feel like that would have sounded racist coming from me.
You're right.
Latin fusion?
But he said specifically Latin infused. So I'm going to put that in and see what we get. Because like Latin fusion, I would have.
Right.
Latin infused pop is what I assume he means.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do Latin infused for this week. And let's roll that intro.
What's happening online? What's going on around the world and deep inside your mind? Where do you go when you want to learn about pop culture from the past? We're happy to see you, glad you're here. Welcome to the A-List podcast. The A-List, the A-List, the A-List. Welcome to the A-List, the A-List, the A-List, the A-List.
Wow.
Yeah.
Latin fusion.
Love it.
I mean, Latin infused.
Spicy.
All right. And there's our 3 new theme song genres. Do you have a favorite? We're probably going to go back to the instrumental, but that was fun. What a fun.
Next week, we will say what our favorite was.
Deal.
Great. I was just telling you the full story off camera, but one of my notes is that I left my phone in a Lyft the other night, which is so annoying of me.
But honestly, like if it was going to be someone.
Yeah. Yeah. And like the person was so nice, they could have just turned off my phone and stolen it and whatever, but they didn't. He brought it back to me the next day. It was very nice. But here's my gripe is that why do they make it so hard to get your information? Am I saying that right?
I don't know.
Why do they make it so hard for me to tell them that my phone was lost? Because the last time this happened to me, it was my keys. Luckily, I had an AirTag on my keys.
Sure.
And luckily, our friend Karina could speak Russian to this man because he didn't speak anything else. Yeah. And that's how I got my keys back. And he was also very nice. But because it was my phone that was stolen, I couldn't use another phone.
Stolen.
It wasn't stolen.
Stolen.
My mind made it into a different thing. No, because I left it. I was trying to use a different phone to log in, but because it was far away and I don't have cellular on my watch that I guess now I should have, it was sending the login code to my lost phone.
Right.
So how was I supposed to get that?
Yeah, that seems like a hole in the system.
Yeah, there should be something because you can't just go to like Lyft.com because it sends you to the app. I feel like their website should at least be like, did you lose something?
Yeah.
Here, and then it will take you to the lost item chat from the website.
Yeah.
Because the most common thing is probably the phone.
I would think so.
And
phone and keys.
Yeah.
An ID maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to say your timing was wrong because I am linked to your Lyft account.
Yeah.
And I got the Allison has arrived and just confirmed they arrived safely text at 1:54 a.m.
Oh, right.
So it was so late. You were like,
Yes.
It had to have been like 1 p.m. Is it Lyft?
No.
Wow, it rang through your computer. Was it a FaceTime?
Yes, it was Reagan.
Reagan wants to be on the pod. Hey, Reagan.
Hey, girl.
Wow, a live call.
I don't think she even listens. So
we have 2 friends that listen.
Yeah.
2.
Oh.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Ramiro. Okay, so wow, what an adventurous weekend you had. We are recording on a Monday. As you know, we typically record on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, we accommodated for me going to Nashville. This week, we're accommodating for Allie going to Indiana. Wait, yeah.
And that time, we tried to say we're doing a faster.
We tried.
But this time, we actually have to because not only am I leaving, you have such a full week of shoots that like there's no time. So I have set a timer on my phone for us.
So you may hear that go off. That was not the timer.
That wasn't.
Imagine 4 minutes in.
It's over. So we're gonna get right to.
Let's get right to it. Okay, one moment. Just give me 30 seconds.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember 2 things. I had 2 things I wanted to talk about. First of which is, I don't know how I feel. Like I don't like that I have a little bit of like a smirk with this. But did you see that J-Lo has canceled her?
Oh yeah, it's on. It's on.
So I saw that she canceled it because she wanted to spend time with her family. And it's like, we know you weren't selling tickets.
For sure.
And like, I know it's going to do no damage to her whatsoever, but it is nice to be like, the bully had to cancel her show.
Yeah. And here's my thing. Like, is she doing a Vegas residency? It's in conversation.
Like in the same way Gaga does? And
no, like in the way that like Adele and like Katy Perry was doing. I don't think Katie's doing it anymore.
You're talking, like just like a couple weeks a month.
Sure. Sorry. Didn't know what Gaga's was.
But
yeah.
Like, Gaga does like the pop show and then a jazz show.
Yeah. Like she would be solely in Vegas and people would come to her to watch shows. I don't know if it would be.
I meant it in the sense of like, there's that way. And then there's Celine way, which is like every night, all the time.
Oh, I probably somewhere in between, right? Because I can't see J-Lo being able to
dance
like she does.
And she's doing other things too.
Yeah. But I know that it was in conversation. So it's like...
Or like Britney. She did like 25 shows a month.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
That's wild. It's a lot of shows.
Well, she was a slave.
Yeah. That wasn't...
Yeah.
That wasn't a good situation. But yeah. One of the podcasts I was listening to said, one, that she actually this person looked into the numbers, and it wasn't that she was doing that poorly with ticket sales. She wasn't selling out, but I think that the percentage was like 70% was sold.
Interesting.
Which like in an arena is, I mean, there's a lot of seats open then, but it's not like 30% like where she has 70% more to sell.
Kind of like Justin Timberlake. It's happening to him too.
Yeah. It's just because like, guys, you're not what you used to be. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I think like, Taylor Swift may have given some like false hope to these people.
Well, that's the problem too, that I feel like I've heard people say this, that she's trying to do a tour for a new thing. And if she was doing what Taylor's doing, which is singing all of her hits.
Correct.
And sprinkling the new ones in, people want to go see that. Like I keep getting these ads for these like 90s hip hop artists and stuff that are playing at the casino that's near Palm Springs.
And
like I want to go there. All those shows look so good. Like my dream right now is to see T-Pain. Like the way that I'm obsessed with T-Pain because like the way that he actually sings and like his performance at Coachella where he was dancing around was so fun, and like I need to see T-Pain live. And
think of how disappointed you would have been with Lovers and Friends being canceled if you were going to that.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like people want to see the hits. So like I think if she would have done that kind of tour, it would have gone well. I don't know what Justin's doing. I'm sure he's singing old stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's I kind of feel bad for her now because it's rough with Ben right now too.
Is it?
Yeah, there's rumors that they're separated. There was like this video that came out this weekend that they met up for his son's basketball game. Okay. And they like did like a side kiss, like not a kiss on the lips. It was just kind of like a cheek kiss. And that they were like, why aren't they kissing on the lips? And then there's been a couple times over the past month or so he's been seen without a ring on. So it's
were they married?
I don't know if they got remarried. Were they married before?
Hasn't J-Lo been married like 16 times?
Yes.
Maybe her astrology reading's similar to mine.
Right. When they dated before, were they married? They were.
I think so.
So I don't know if it was maybe a thing of like, we're back together, so like we're wearing our rings again. I don't know that they fully got married again, but maybe. This is something I'm not in the lore of Bennifer.
If they break up, I wonder if like Pete Davidson will get on that.
Right. He's got to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of feel bad because she is going through it like in her whole life.
Yeah.
but also like
She's not a nice person.
yeah.
And that trails into, I actually had two other things. One is I also saw that, Shiloh Jolie Pitt.
I saw, yeah.
Removing Pitt from her last
Why?
name.
Oh,
I don't know.
So it's going to be Jolie.
Yeah.
I thought that she was removing both to have her own name for her own like career. That's the way I read it, but I
watched the video and it's like she's just removing Pitt. I mean, Shiloh Jolie is such a cool sounding name.
It is.
But like, I don't know what's going on, but her and the one that's a twin.
They've been fighting.
Yes.
Right. It's coming back to me over their like vineyard or something.
I don't know what it is, but it's like the kids are all siding with mama.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Even if I hate my dad, I think I'm keeping the name.
I mean,
I'm full Nepo baby. Like,
yeah. But
I'm
Angelina's her dad is super famous.
True.
But it's like, because they had 3 kids together and then she had 2 before him, right? The adopted children.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about them.
But
that
like
was,
he
the
basically
biggest
raised
news.
them too because they were babes.
Yeah.
Just babes. So I wonder how that all works. But it's like, I don't know. I hope everything's okay.
Yeah.
This is maybe karma for what happened with Jen.
I mean, the hope is that it's just like we like mom better and not that Brad Pitt has done something
Correct.
terrible.
True. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it'd come out if it was something really bad.
Big yikes.
And then the last thing I want to touch on is our dear Charlotte the Stingray.
Oh my God, I forgot about Charlotte. What happened?
Did you see the update?
No.
So like she never gave birth. They were like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And then the zoo a couple days ago released that she has some sort of a disease.
Okay.
And it has to do with reproductive whatever. She does still have babies inside of her, but right now they're trying to decide what to do. And they've said, the way they said it was like, we're prioritizing the health of Charlotte. So I feel like they're going to have to maybe remove the babies and they're not going to make it.
That's so sad. Do you know who they should call?
Ghosts. Dr. Oakley, UConn vet. Dr. Oakley.
Can they do surgery on ocean
There's
animals?
nothing Dr. Oakley can't do.
How do they do that? Is it like a shallow water that they have to be in as they do? Seems unsanitary.
I feel like between Michelle, Sierra, and Maya, the 3 of them could figure this out. Dr. Oakley, we need you to go operate on Charlotte the Stingray and see if you can help those pups survive, because they're called pups.
Oh my gosh, stop.
Stingray babies are called pups.
Have you seen her do any aquatic animals on the show?
No, actually,
Any goldfish?
I don't think so. I mean, birds, goldfish, no. I've seen her do ferrets, hedgehogs. No.
So she's not a marine vet.
No, but
like she probably knows.
She can stick her hand in a cow and feel that it's pregnant. There's no way she can't do something to a stingray.
I really hate that.
Anyway,
really
Dr. Oakley's on the case.
Did you ever watch Impractical Jokers?
I watched a couple episodes because one summer they sponsored Six Flags. So,
Okay.
and since I'm a VIP elite member of Six Flags, don't know if you know that.
I didn't. Thanks for telling me.
Because I'm a VIP elite member of Six Flags, I was like, I got to support and watch. They had their posters up all over. They like branded the ride Goliath with everything Impractical Jokers.
Okay.
So I watched it. It made me uncomfortable.
Oh, because
I just don't like that kind of stuff.
even watching it where you're
I
not
don't like when
in
people
the
are
room.
embarrassed. I don't like it.
Do you feel like it's the guys that are embarrassed or the spectators?
I don't like specifically the scenarios where they send one of the Impractical Jokers in and then he has to do whatever they're telling him to do.
Which is the whole show. So
Correct.
It's not
Not a fan.
nothing for you.
It's not for me.
Okay. Well, I
Now, scare tactics, I'm in.
liked that.
Okay.
I love Impractical Jokers. I don't watch that often, but I used to watch it a lot more.
Is it still being made?
Yes.
Aren't these guys like 185?
They're in their 40s.
Okay. It's like Jackass going on and on
Yeah.
and on.
My favorite is Sal, and I love him so much.
I feel like I already know this about you, right?
Probably. 'Cause
Yeah.
I probably said it before.
Yeah.
But there was one time where the punishment, I mean, if you don't know the show, basically they have to do these challenges, like he said, where they go into somewhere, they have an earpiece in, and the other 3 guys,
Like
or
tell them
2
what to
now,
do.
tell them what to do. And it's usually
Did
like,
one of them die?
no, Joe left
Oh.
to focus on other things in his family.
Okay.
So now it's just 3 guys.
Got it.
And yeah, they have to go into like random stores and like say weird things, or I don't know. It's been on for like 11 seasons. It's a lot. So but whoever doesn't do it, or if they don't get it done in the right way, there's a loser of each episode. And then the loser has to do a really weird punishment.
Oh, God.
And they range from like not that crazy to like wild. So
Yeah.
some of them that Sal has had to do is he now has 2 lifelike tattoos of Jaden Smith on either leg. Like one of them, it's like they're full portraits on like thighs.
Jaden's, are they matching portraits or
no? One is
different?
When he was younger, at like I don't know, when he rapped on that Justin Bieber song. Don't know when that was.
Never say never.
Yeah, and then the other one is like maybe from like 6 years ago or something.
That is a hilarious.
So
dare,
and they're like
say.
real on his body.
Yeah.
So the other one that made me remind of this is he's also a very Sal is a very germophobic guy. He's very anxious. He's very like doesn't like gross things.
Okay.
And they made him go, and I think it was assist in a live birth of a calf. And he had to fully put that plastic sleeve and stick his hand inside of that cow, and he's gagging. He's like not doing well.
Yep.
And it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, that is a nightmare.
I couldn't do it. I would also be gagging.
Have you ever milked a cow even?
No.
It feels strange. It's a strange feeling.
Did you have cows at your home?
No. But I have gone to a farm and milked a cow.
I don't want to touch that.
Yeah. Well,
did you drink it straight from the teat?
Absolutely not. Although my mom did keep raw milk, which had like a film on top.
Hate that.
Not
really
good.
hate that.
Really not good. But I am, by the way, speaking of Six Flags, I will be going there on Monday because my cousin and her daughter, which I learned technically like the children of your first cousins are your nieces and nephews, which is confusing.
Okay.
So I guess technically my niece is coming
They're
into
not like
town.
just second cousins?
No, because second cousin is like the cousin of our parents.
Oh, got it. Didn't know that.
Yeah, so the actual technical term for the children of your first cousins is your nieces and nephews. So
okay.
my cousin is coming into town because my niece is going to Turkey with her father because she's half Turkish.
Okay.
And so I'm going to hang out with both of them, or all 3 of them, on Saturday. And then my cousin is going back to Florida. And then my niece and her dad are staying. And then they're going to Turkey on the 13th or 14th. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I want to spend time with her because I haven't gotten to see her much. So I asked if it would be okay if I took her to Six Flags. And my cousin was like, yes.
How old?
She will be 13 in July.
Okay.
So like,
fun.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if she likes roller coasters. There's a lot of like regular rides too.
Yeah.
And we don't have to go for long. But
you could also just play like games and stuff if she wasn't into.
And I thought about doing like the water park, but that's just so specific.
Yeah, and it's like a schlep. Like you're like
right.
Have to like
follow her everywhere,
yeah,
and like because I would be freaking out like the whole time if we were in water.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, let's
she's 13.
Let's just do.
She's not gonna topple over like a
true,
toddler.
true. She's a petite little thing, but
yeah. But it's like, and then you have to like dry off, and then like that's a whole thing.
So I'm excited to spend some time with her. She just got back from a trip to Washington. She did a little tour.
State
school
or
tour.
DC?
DC.
Got it. Did you do that? Oh, no, you didn't.
Of course not.
I always forget that you.
We went to anything religious. The only not religious thing we visited was Cereal City, USA in Michigan.
Sounds delicious.
I got a Frosted Flakes Tony the Tiger statue.
Cute.
Because the spending limit was $15. and that's what I chose.
Well, I feel like most schools in the Midwest area to like the East Coast, they would all do like an 8th grade trip where you would go to DC.
Yeah, I feel like my cousins definitely did that.
I didn't do that. Like it wasn't even an option, I don't feel like.
Did you do things like, before I was homeschooled, like I went to the Lincoln Museum in Fort Wayne and we went to like Prairie, what was it called?
Prairie.
Conner Prairie.
Yeah, we went to Conner Prairie in like 4th grade. That's core memory. Love it so much.
I was so mean there.
I would go there as an adult.
I feel bad because I don't forget anything. So I remember the way I treated those colonial actors.
Oh my gosh,
because
what'd you do?
I was making people laugh with my jokes. And so I just kept them rolling, but it was so mean. Now, granted, I was like 3rd grade, so I'm sure it wasn't that mean. But to me, in my brain, I was doing zinger after zinger.
Wow. You were roasting.
I was roasting them. And people loved it.
No, I was like fully immersed. I loved it. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We would do that. We would go to Fort Wayne Science Central. Is that in Fort Wayne?
Science Central. The bubble exhibit at Science Central alone is the reason to go to Science Central. And the shadow room.
Yeah, fun. Or like the
bike on the ceiling. Did you ever do that?
But fun.
Oh.
Or the Children's Museum. Like, I feel like we did those things, but
that's
never
an indie, right?
going to DC. Like, that sounds so fun.
Yeah, no. Hold on. You saying Science Central reminded me that we have a little corrections corner from Heather.
Okay.
Heather does listen to the pod. Hey, Heather.
Hey, girl.
Heather. I am sad to report that all Penguin Points closed earlier this year. So a couple episodes ago, we were talking about it. I am really disappointed because they do have the best double cheeseburgers. And I was like, oh, maybe when I'm home, I'll go in Auburn because they had one in Auburn. And then I said, damn it. And she said, also, I'm sad to report to Allison that I do believe the Steak and Shake in Manhattan has also closed.
The Times Square one that I referenced.
Yes.
That is so sad. I care less about that because like if I'm going to New York, I'm not seeking out Steak and Shake.
But
I'm seeking out something more
things close anyway. So I forgot that I needed to say that last week.
That's very sad because wow, they're tenderloins.
Okay, I don't know about that, but
the crinkle cut fry.
The crinkle cut fries for sure.
Wow.
The mascot, the smell, the Anna Kendrick lookalike, everything.
Yeah, that is sad, and I am upset by that.
Yeah.
We'll have fun at Six Flags. I can't wait to hear.
Yes, I think her dad might come too, which is fun. I haven't spent much time with him. He's like related by marriage, not by blood.
Oh, I meant to say earlier, I call all of those people cousins.
Yeah, and that's what I would naturally do too. Okay. But it is like my cousins are coming to my cousins, so it's just like
but it's like niece and nephew.
It's like
I feel like there
siblings.
has to be a distinction.
For sure,
it has to be like something niece,
cousin niece. My cousin niece. If our pass wasn't like on hold, I would have taken her to Disney. That would have been way more fun.
Yeah.
But
are you hooking her up with your elite status platinum?
Yes, 50% off everything and free tickets. Yeah, we're gonna live it up at Six Flags, which Megan and I went to, and it's not doing great. So
oh no,
I was like, this doesn't have to be a long day, but it's still like fun. If she likes theme parks, it'll be
cute. Oh, the other like pop culture thing is. So Miley Cyrus was on the cover of
W.
And did an interview.
Okay.
And she kind of talked about how she kind of sounded frustrated that she just now got recognized by the Grammys or the Recording Academy.
Okay.
And so like some of the comments, let me pull it up. She said, no shade, but I've been doing this for 20 years and this is my first time actually being taken seriously at the Grammys. Oh, question mark? She also says, I've had a hard time figuring out what the measurement is here, because if we want to talk stats and numbers, then where the F was I? And if you want to talk impact on culture, then where the F was I? But she was like, I'm not, it's not about arrogance. I'm proud of myself. And it's like, she's happy that has been recognized, but she is also confused at like, why now? And it does pose a good question, but do we think it's because of the kind of Bangers the Bangers era was so controversial?
Yeah, that's why.
That is why.
Yeah, I think that.
But don't they have controversial artists on stage there all the time? It's just about the winning of the award.
I think that Bangers hit people initially. I think like it was her acting out. They didn't think of it as art at first. I don't think I loved Bangers when it came out, but I don't think it got its flowers, no pun intended, and for a few years. And then people were like, oh wow, no, this is actually really good art.
Yeah.
Because, she made a huge deal about cutting her hair, and it just felt like a identity crisis, I think, to people. And she was like, no, it's art, believe me.
She seemed volatile.
Correct.
Maybe because she's like smoking.
And then she did the thing at the VMAs and pissing off Nicki Minaj. And it was just like, come on.
Do you think, why did we take her? Is it just because of like she was already an established musician? Because like I feel like I cannot stop. I need to stop talking about JoJo Siwa. But like honestly, why did we take Miley seriously in that? And we are like making
JoJo
fun
Siwa
of JoJo.
can't sing at all. She's a terrible singer.
For sure.
And she didn't write in any of it.
Yes.
Miley has written
But like
everything.
I'm talking about behavior-wise solely, I guess.
I don't know, because I think Miley had Disney cred and she had some like big time movies too before she did that transition.
That's fair. Not that I'm trying to justify JoJo.
No, I know, but I get what you mean. It's like JoJo is doing what feels like an act out. I don't know if in a couple years we're going to be like, Karma's a bitch. Yes.
Yes, girl.
That was art.
Yeah. Well, I did see her video of her performance for Pride. It was actually kind of good. Like her stage presence. Obviously, she's singing over a track, so like, the singing part of it, whatever. Which I'm sure everyone else was too. But like the performance was kind of good. She is a great performer. Like no one's
exactly.
denying
That's the thing, is she's a really great dancer. So
and like the stage presence, the modification of the choreography to make it a little different was like, no, I just feel like it was different. Like they didn't do the shaking of the head part until the very, very end. Like she kept like almost doing it, and then like it was kind of like made into a joke. Like she knows that part is the joke.
Yeah.
So she like they would like almost do it and then not and do different choreography.
Funny.
And then she did it at the very end. So I liked the performance. I thought it was good.
I give her props for like just doing her thing.
Yeah.
Which I feel like she's always been that way. She's just gonna do her own thing.
No pun intended for Miley. I'm gonna do my thing.
Right. No pun intended indeed.
Right. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting that she on stage at the Grammys was very she did not say anything like that, and she was very gracious, but now she's kind of talking about it like, oh, now you want to recognize me?
She did kind of at the Grammys, though.
What'd she say?
She did make a comment about finally she did do something like that.
Oh, I thought like to me it seemed like during the performance.
Yes.
I was talking about specifically her speech, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's great. I think that the Grammys already happened.
Yeah, it was early this year. February?
Oh, yeah, because she won. She won. Right.
Yeah.
And I do think like Flowers deserved it.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't say like I'm gonna do my thing. I don't know the name of that song.
Yeah.
Is like Grammy worthy music.
Yeah.
Although fire.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, Flowers is way more elevated and artistic. So I don't know.
Well, I'm proud of her.
Yeah. And she looks great. I started watching Bridgerton.
Great.
I just felt the need to tell you. I was not a Bridgerton girly. I rejected it. I was like, I'm not going to like this. I started watching the first 5 minutes of the first season when it came out, however many years ago, a couple years ago that was. And I was like, what is this? I love
Julie
history.
Andrews.
I first didn't know Julie Andrews was in it. Well, the voice.
Yeah.
Until someone told me after I made a TikTok recently. But I didn't get it. It wasn't the actual royal family. So I was like, I don't care about you.
Yeah.
So I was bored and I stopped watching and then I never went back. But now that there's a new season coming out and everyone has really stayed on the Bridgerton train, they didn't fall off. I was like, maybe I'll give it another try.
Is there a spinoff show too?
Yes, Queen Charlotte, which my best friend Reagan said she liked better, honestly. So I was like, okay, I'll give it another try. And like, I'm kind of obsessed, which it's no shock. I should have kept going. One
of the dinners at this bachelorette, that's like all the table talked about. The lady,
Emily invited me over. We're gonna
Bridgerton.
Yeah. Because it is like, it's the personification of one of my like smutty romance books into visual form, because I didn't realize how much like doing it they were going to be doing.
Oh.
And
isn't Jonathan Bailey in the first season too?
That name looks familiar from what I looked on IMDb. What do I know him from?
Well, he's about to be Fiyero in the movie. And
oh, okay. Yeah. I recognized the name when I went straight to IMDb and looked who everyone was. And I do remember that name. There's like a love story. I think all the 3 seasons focus on a different family member. Yeah. But the first one, like obviously the Duke in it is really cute.
That beautiful black man.
Yes.
Yes.
Whew.
Yeah. And never seen it. Know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So I loved it. I just started season 2. It's been like the weekend and
it's their short seasons too, right? It's like 8-10 episodes.
Yeah.
One of her friends was saying that like the one of the things she really likes about the show is that although it isn't, obviously it's not based on anything historic. It colorblind. It's like as if that time there was no racism.
Yeah. I love that too. I think it makes it so much more interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, really I'm not trying to watch only white people
right
on my screen. Like it's like,
well, so they started talking about specifically the Bridgerton experience, which is like that traveling, like live Bridgerton experience.
Is it like the traveling of the
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
No, that my book ACOTAR. There is a thing that comes into town where they're all. It's a ball and they're dancing.
I'm sure it's similar. Okay. This is like has a huge budget.
Okay.
And there were 2 Jasmines on this trip, and one, I'm friends with both, but one was one of Emily's friends, Jasmine. Her sister was Queen Charlotte in the Bridgerton experience.
Fun.
And like it's in different cities, but she was in the Atlanta one. It was apparently like so good that they like kept her on, and she went to other cities.
Cute.
But her friends were showing pictures and videos from this, and it looks pretty magical.
Let's go.
I mean, like they were talking about things like, does Queen Charlotte choose a jewel or?
I can't know this because I only just started season 2. So
no, but like in Bridgerton,
like a diamond.
A diamond.
Yeah.
And so just like the experience, I wouldn't get it unless I watched the show.
The diamond is like the it girl of the year.
Yes. So
so the other reason I like it is because it's basically Gossip Girl.
What?
That's the Julie Andrews part.
Yeah.
Is she's reading the voice of this.
Oh, I do know this. She's like writes an article or something.
Yeah, and it tells all the gossip of everyone about town. And
is there a reveal of who it is?
Yeah. At the end of season...
But it's not Julie Andrews, right?
No, she's just the voice.
Just like Kristen Bell is the voice, but it's not. Got it.
So I loved that part because, I love Gossip Girl.
Interesting.
That's what really hooked me because I didn't get that from the first like 5-ish minutes I watched the original time I tried. I didn't get into that part. And as soon as I was like, oh, this is Gossip Girl in the 1800s, I was like, I'm here.
XOXO. Bridgerton.
Her name is like Lady...
Penny
Weatherington or something.
Weather Penny.
Yeah. But also the Empire waist dress, it's got to go.
Is that where it like is right under the breasts and then just flows out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too nightgowny.
And it like just everyone looks like they're like 6.
That's what I mean. It's like Wendy and Peter Pan.
Yeah, it's like what you wear to Easter Sunday church.
Or to be taken to Never Neverland.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll update everyone. Cute. I am loving it though.
Okay.
Very romantical.
Maybe I'll give it a try someday. But right now I'm just on my repeat shows because of how busy I am.
I
can't pay attention to anything.
I get it.
Although I did watch something new. What did I watch? It was pretty good. Oh, I started We're Here Again. Don't watch it.
Right.
It's so sad.
Okay.
The first 3 episodes they're in Tennessee and it's just so sad.
Of the new season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really heartbreaking and hard to watch.
Yeah.
Not for me right now.
No, the couple episodes I watched of the first season I liked, but...
No, and that's great. And also like something about Eureka, Shangela, and Bob, they're just like such personalities. They could handle anyone. And now it's 3 new queens.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's 2 of them I've never even seen in anything. And then it's... one of them is Priyanka. I don't know. She's stunning.
Yeah.
But I've never seen her in the show. Yeah. And the white one I've never seen in the show. And then, oh my God, who is Jasmine Masters? No. Jada Essence Hall.
Oh yeah.
Jada Essence Hall.
I like her.
Sasha Velour and Latrice Royale.
Oh yeah.
Latrice has not shown up yet.
Oh okay.
Latrice
is funny.
Latrice is funny. She hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah, I just like the combo of Bob, Eureka, and Shangela is just like a perfect
and
combination.
They were in Tennessee. They went to the town where drag was banned. So it was just like and then they went to a town hall and this dad and this daughter were like ripping into them and they had like a one-on-one with them and it was just very uncomfortable. Goodness. And I was just like, no, this now it's just sad. It's just sad. But other than that, I do think you need to watch Palm Royale on Apple TV.
Yeah.
Kristen Wiig show, incredible.
Is it a comedy? Like, what is the
vibe?
Dramedy. Is there anything you can say that it is like for me?
It's basically like...
That I've watched?
It takes place, oh my God, I want to say the early 80s. No, the cars they're driving are maybe the 60s in Florida.
Okay.
And Kristen Wiig is married into this like affluent family.
Okay.
And but the guy she married is kind of like the black sheep of the family. Is kind of outcast.
Okay.
And all she wants is to be high society.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but they're like poor because they aren't accepted by the family. But she's determined, and like the place to be is the Palm Royale, which is essentially a country club.
Mm-hmm.
And Ricky Martin is in it. Kristen Wiig's actual husband is in it. Allison Janney, my favorite actress now.
Yeah.
Carol Burnett.
She's alive.
She's alive and in it.
She was alive.
But it's like there's drama, there's comedy, and it's basically about her like trying to get in, and it's all about like gossip, and it's like Real Housewives-y.
Oh,
it's like everyone has dirt on everyone, and the dirt is how you get ahead. And
yeah. Is it also Gossip Girl? Is there someone narrating it?
No one's yes, Kristen Wiig is doing the narrating.
Okay.
But it's just from her PO.
Oh, it's not like a mystery who's giving the information.
No. And it's like it has a really good ending.
Okay.
Even though it leaves it kind of on a cliffhanger, it's gonna get renewed. It was so good. And now all the episodes are streaming. So.
I do keep seeing the thumbnail pop up.
Yeah, it's really good.
I will, after I'm done with Bridgerton, I will give it a shot.
Yes, and of course, Loot. I know you're not on that train, but the season finale just happened for season 2. And
that is what?
Maya Rudolph.
Maya Rudolph.
So good, easy watch.
Both of them in great shows.
Yep, 30-minute episodes, both on Apple TV.
Only 30-minute episodes.
Well, Palm Royale is 40, like the longer, but Loot, short, quick, comedy all the way, just so funny.
Okay.
And a great cast.
See, I thought it was going to be, for some reason, I pictured like Mad Men.
Of Loot?
With no context.
Of Palm Royale?
No, of a Loot.
Oh, no.
Like some type of like businessy like boringness.
No, just pure comedy chaos. And it takes place in LA, so it's just like fun when you like recognize stuff.
I don't know why that was my mind.
Nope, it's just really rich Maya Rudolph giving all of her money away.
I love that.
It's really funny.
I feel like last week I forgot to do
birthdays.
So,
and I need to give a like throwback because the episode that came out on May 27th, I forgot to say that's my sister's birthday.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm so sorry, Caitlin.
I'm so sorry. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy belated. Caitlin's birthday was on the 27th.
Love it.
Memorial Day.
It's not great for birthdays today. But first would be Prince Philip's birthday. And he would be 103.
Oh, he is no longer with us.
No, he died in 2021.
Wait.
That was the Queen's husband.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And then she followed him.
She did. So he would be 103 years old if he were still alive. Judy Garland would be 102. And she died in 1969. Isn't that wild? They're almost the same age. And she died that long ago.
That means she was only in her 40s, right?
Yeah, so
she looked so much older than she was. I know that.
Well, that's because she drank a lot, right?
Well, drugs and alcohol, yeah.
So if it's 2024 and she died hold on. If it's 2024 and she would have been 102, she was born in 1922, which means...
When did she die?
1969. She was 47.
That's actually crazy.
And what did she die of?
She died
I'm scared.
Was it a drug overdose? I think she died in her home of a drug overdose.
Let me look.
47? That is actually wild. Actually crazy.
Okay, so I will tell you in 1 second. She was found dead by her husband, Mickey Deans, in the bathroom of their rented house in Belgravia, London. Mm-hmm. The coroner stated that the cause of death was an innocuous self-overdose of barbiturates.
Yeah, drug overdose.
Those were so many
47,
words.
and she looked rough.
Yeah. But the voice of an angel. Next, we have Faith Evans. She will be 51. Singer.
The singer, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Jonathan Bennett will be 43. That is Aaron Samuels of Mean Girls.
Gay king.
Who is, I just feel like he's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
Yeah. And then Elizabeth Hurley will be 59.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, model.
Yeah. Which, yeah.
Wait, how old will Jonathan be?
43.
Wow.
He looks great.
Is Lindsay also over 40? There's no way. I feel like Lindsay's got to be like 38, 39, right?
I don't know. I have no context because everyone I think is older than they are.
I feel like Lindsay Lohan is my sister's age, so she's like 37.
She's 37. Good job. Born in 1986.
I did not realize Jonathan Bailey was that. Jonathan Bailey?
Bennett.
I'm still at Jonathan Bailey on the way.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was that much older.
Yeah.
Okay, Aaron
Well,
Samuels.
happy birthday to all of those people.
Happy birthday
or
to
we wish you were still here. Sorry.
R.I.P.
I didn't mean to laugh.
Hilarious.
Well, I'm so sorry, guys, that we are cutting it short. The timer has gone off.
It has gone off. When do you get back?
I get back on Monday night.
So you're
6 days.
Tuesday to Monday.
Yeah. Should I say this? What if someone knows where I live?
This comes out the day after, before you get back.
Right. I'm back already, guys. Duh.
No.
When this comes out?
You get back on Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're already back.
I'm back. So don't try anything.
Shoot.
And I'll be back with stories of the Midwest, you know?
Fireflies and
no cicadas.
No cicadas.
All right.
Thank you for tuning in. Have a great week, everybody.
We love ya.
Goodbye.
Bye. Why am I so awkward?
What's happening in Hollywood? What's happening online? What's going on around the world and deep inside your mind? Where do you go when you want to learn about pop culture from the past? We're happy to see you. Glad you're here. Welcome to the A-List Podcast.